Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Guys, in today's video, I want to share with you some of my most worn fragrances. Now, these fragrances are either empty or almost empty. They're on their last leg, on their way out the door. Some of them I have backups to, and some of them, you know, it is what it is. But for the most part, these are my favorite fragrances. I know that they work. They're easy reaches for me, maybe not for anybody else, but these are the ones that I'm constantly grabbing, especially if I don't know what to wear. I just know they work. So if you want to know my most worn fragrances in my collection, then please continue to watch. Guys, before we get started with the video, please make sure you like this video, thumbs it up so YouTube knows you love my content, leave me a comment down below so we can get to know each other, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. All right, y'all, so I think we're going to start with the fragrance that made me want to do this video, because I was actually on my way to throw it out. And I was like, you know what, maybe I should show them my most worn fragrances, the fragrances that I gravitate to all the time. And you're going to be able to see by the Dents. All these fragrances are either, like I said, very, very little bit, like just a few squirts left, or less than half. So the first fragrance is by the House of Sillage, and this is Haute Bijou. Haute Bijou. So this was my first cupcake, not my first. My first cupcake was Passion de l'Amour. This was my second cupcake ever. Y'all, love this. This was before all the sales, all the madness that's going on with the House of Sillage now, before all the collabs. They just had a signature collection, and that's it, that's all. This one right here is like a mango grapefruit. It's a fruity, like vanilla almondy fragrance. This is so beautiful. Definitely an easy buy from the House of Sillage. I feel like if you love sweet feminine fragrances, then you'll definitely love Haute Bijou. It's done. I'm definitely going to get another one, but I'm waiting until they go to like 60% off. Like I said, this was purchased regular price before all the madness. So now when I get my Haute Bijou, it's definitely going to be no less than 50% off. I've seen them at 60. This is definitely like a spring summer fragrance. I don't wear this in the winter time unless I just want to smell it and I'm wearing it in the house. But it's one of those easy reaches for me, especially in the spring and summer. I just know I'm going to get compliments. I know I'm going to smell good. I love how this smells. It's juicy, it's fruity, but it has like a little, like a slightly nutty and a vanilla background. It is so gorgeous. Haute Bijou by the House of Sillage. She done, she gone. Okay, y'all, so this fragrance is not going to come to you as any surprise. It's Baccarat Rouge 540. This is my second bottle, y'all. This is insane. And I know they have the large bottle. I don't remember how many mils it is, but I don't like those big bottles. I don't like holding them in my hand. I love the little bottles. It's easier for me to hold and spray, and they just look cuter to me. So like I said, this is my second bottle, and I'm about to be on my third. That's all I have left. Y'all already know I love Baccarat Rouge. I mean, it's the saffron, it's the ambroxan, it's the sweetness, it's the sugariness. It is everything. You know, I'm not about to tussle with anybody. Like, you don't have to like it. I'm not trying to sell this fragrance to you. It's one of my favorite fragrances. I will always have it in my collection. It smells incredible to me. I know it's been done so many times, but at the end of the day, like, I've created so many awesome memories with this fragrance. And like, when I smell this fragrance, it just does something to me. So for that reason, I'll always have it in my collection. It is a beautiful scent. I don't care how many times it's been done. I don't care how many dupes. I just don't care. Like, I love it so much, and I will always have it. And yeah, it's an easy reach. I can dress it up, I can dress it down, I can wear this to the grocery store, I can wear this on a date, I can wear this out with friends. Like, this can be a signature scent. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna spend too much time, because I already know y'all probably done clicked out the video. But yeah, Baccarat Rouge 540, love her. She ain't going nowhere. Okay, y'all, so this next fragrance is my most used because I layer with this fragrance like all the time. I've probably worn this fragrance on its own, I guess, like maybe 3 or 4 times, maybe 2 or 3 times. But my favorite way to wear this fragrance is to layer with this. This is the layering god, like one of the layering guides to me in my collection, and it's by Kayali, and it's Vanilla 28. If you have a fragrance that smells very, very masculine, you can't get rid of it, you can't sell it, you like it, but you don't love it, you feel like it needs some sweetness to it, add you some Vanilla 28. I'm telling y'all, Vanilla 28 will take any fragrance to the next level. Mona says that you can layer this fragrance with all the Kayali fragrances, and you can. It gives it, you know, it's nice with the Kayali fragrances, but my favorite way to layer with Vanilla 28 is with my other fragrances, anything other than Kayali fragrances. When I tell you, if you have a unisex fragrance and you just want to sweeten it up, if you have a fragrance that you want to bring out the vanilla, or you want it to have a little bit more sweetness, you can basically become your own chemist with Vanilla 28, because you're just mixing up notes. You have something floral, you want it to be a little bit more sweet, a little bit gourmand, you add you some Vanilla 28, you take it to another level. You have something very, very woody, and you want that spiciness to it, like a spicy vanilla, you add you some Vanilla 28. I mean, we could go on and on, y'all. Like, honestly, this fragrance can layer with everything you have in your collection. That is why my bottle looks like this, and I definitely have a backup bottle because I always want to have this in my collection. This is, like I said, the layering god for me in my collection. I've layered this with 3 fragrances, 4 fragrances, top it off with Vanilla 28. It doesn't matter. Now, my only downside with this fragrance is whenever I spray it, I sneeze. It just never fails. Like, it never fails. Whenever I spray it, I have to spray it in a bubble and then move to like another section with some clean air, because this is gonna make me sneeze. I don't know what it is, but I love it so much. Like, I would never spray this on camera with y'all because I would be up here choking. But once it's on me and it's settled into my skin and into my clothes, it's fine. But it's that initial spray, like when I'm spraying it with everything else, I don't know what it is, but it makes me sneeze, cough, choke, all the things. But I love it so much. Vanilla 28 by Kayali. So this next fragrance is my cherry cola fragrance. It's my vanilla almond root beer float cherry cola type scent. It's an easy reach for me. Dress it up. Well, you know what? I don't really dress it up, but definitely like a comforting, dress down, running errands type of scent. BDK's Rouge Smoking. Y'all, this fragrance right here, as you can see, like, I tell you no lies, okay? This fragrance is everything. It's an easy reach. When I'm just standing there, over there, by where my fragrances are, and I don't know what to wear, like I'm going to bed, and I don't know what to wear, I'm just going to throw this on because I already know I love it. I already know it works. It's an easy fragrance for me, easy reach for me. If I'm going to run errands, or you know, I'm doing something but nothing too sexy, nothing too extravagant, nothing too fancy, I'm definitely reaching for Rouge Smoking. You can dress this up. I can see somebody wearing this dressed up. I just never have, because I mean, I have so many fragrances. Like, if I want to dress up fragrance, like, you know, I have something that I can reach for if I'm looking for a dressed up type of fragrance. But just as an everyday easy reach, it doesn't matter the season. You can wear this in the spring, summer, and fall. Not when it's too hot in the summer, but sometimes our summers don't really get hot until like the end of July. But I've worn this in the May, June, like it doesn't matter. It smells so good to me. Like I said, it's like a cherry root beer float. It's kind of nutty. It's vanilla. It is an amazing fragrance. All right, y'all. Like, I always want this. I actually have a backup bottle. I spray this like water. Like, it is what it is. BDK's Rouge Smoking. All right, y'all, so if you've seen my declutter, then you would have seen that I got rid of the flanker to this fragrance. But the original, as of right now, she will be in my collection. I can't see her going anywhere anytime soon, especially because I already have a backup bottle. And that's by Dolce & Gabbana, and it's the only one. Y'all, it's the caramel, it's the coffee, and y'all already know how I am with coffee. But the coffee in this fragrance, it's like, it's not giving me like coffee shop. It's not doing too much on my skin. It just smells so freaking beautiful. Okay, it lasts long on my skin. I get complimented all the time when I wear this fragrance. Like, I'm talking about going inside establishments, getting compliments on the way in, getting compliments out, getting compliments, I mean, complimented all the time. It's one of my most complimented fragrances. And as you can see by the Dent, for a while you couldn't find this fragrance, but as soon as I found her at the Sephora in Kohl's, I snatched it right on up, y'all, because this fragrance is everything. I can definitely see somebody saying it's like it's not a groundbreaking fragrance, and it's probably not, but sometimes it doesn't have to be groundbreaking. For me, it just makes me feel good. I get excited when I smell it. I love the reaction from other people when I wear it. So it makes it like a groundbreaking fragrance for me. But I wouldn't suggest this fragrance to y'all like, oh my God, this is like the end all be all. Y'all got to smell this. But it smells really good. And the men folk love this fragrance. Bae loves this fragrance on me. It is an amazing, delicious, gourmand fragrance that I just want to have. Like, I always want to have it. And the flanker, to me, we're gonna talk about that in another video, y'all, because I have a fragrance that has replaced that, and we're gonna talk about it. But for now, y'all, as you can see, Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, is definitely that girl for me. Okay, so if you're new here, you're gonna see this fragrance and you're gonna be like, I didn't even know she had any of those fragrances in her collection. But if you're an OG, you already know I have some of these fragrances. It's by Chanel. This is Coca Mademoiselle, but this is the original version. Y'all, there was a time in my life when I was obsessed with this fragrance. Okay, this fragrance could do no wrong. This is in the beginning of my perfume collection, not collection journey, but in the very beginning, like when I was wearing perfume, because I've been wearing perfume all my life. But when I started to really collect and like really like, all right, I need more than 20 bottles. You know, I want to have like a dresser of like 50 bottles. I didn't have a Chanel bag, but best believe I had Chanel fragrances, y'all. And I still love how this smells. I don't talk about it on my channel, but as you can see, I mean, I wear my fragrance. I also love the Intense. I actually love the Intense better. But Coca Mademoiselle, this is a classic. It's beautiful. I don't get that vibe that people be like, Chanel fragrances smell like mothballs or like old cotton balls or whatever. I don't get that from the fragrances in my collection. This is beautiful. It's youthful. It has patchouli, but it's not a dirty, earthy patchouli. It just smells so beautiful. It has jasmine, I want to say, in it. It is gorgeous. I love it. It's a classic. Chanel Mademoiselle. Next up, we have a Burberry fragrance. This was one of my favorite Burberrys until the Elixir came in my life. But then like she kind of fell second, but I still love this fragrance. This is Burberry Her. Y'all, it's so sweet. It's so juicy. It's just a beautiful fragrance. It's sweet. It's frou-frou-la-la. It's feminine. It's nothing like groundbreaking. If you love unisex fragrances that's gonna like smack people in the face and do this, that, the third, the most, be so dynamic, this ain't it. But I still love this fragrance. It's easy for me. It's a home fragrance for me. It's a bedtime fragrance for me. I just spray unto my heart's content. It smells so good. It has like strawberries and raspberries. It smells so good, y'all. People say it reminds them of Baccarat Rouge. I don't get it, but if anything, it's much more fruity and sweet. But I mean, it's just a beautiful fragrance. And as y'all can see, I'm less than half, and it's just gorgeous. Like I said, sweet, fruity, frou-frou-la-la. Nothing much to say about it. Like, it just, you know, it smells really good. It smells really pretty. And it's one of those fragrances that I'm reaching for easily because I just know what I'm going to get, and I know that I love it. Burberry Her, the original. Next up, by Clive Christian, we have Crab Apple Blossom. And as y'all can see, I'm right here. Do y'all see that right there? This fragrance right here is everything. It's not for everybody, but it's just something, oh my goodness. It's something about this fragrance. It is so special to me. It has rhubarb, it has sea notes, but it's nothing aquatic or anything like that. It's definitely a unique fragrance. Like, I can't really describe the fragrance, so I'm gonna just tell y'all the notes. It opens up with sea notes, which is like so random, right? Then there's apple blossom, there's bergamot, there's mojito, there's rhubarb, driftwood, and sandalwood. And I'll say the sandalwood in this fragrance is not creamy. It's a more woody, like pencil shaving type of sandalwood. But I love that too, because I feel like a lot of the sandalwood fragrances in my collection are all like creamy, milky kind of sandalwood. But this is giving you that like woody, pencil shaving type of scent. So it's a little bit sharper. It's not as creamy but it's smooth, but it's not like a creamy fragrance. But y'all, this is freaking everything. I wouldn't suggest this for everybody. I don't think it's a safe blind buy, but when I tell you I'm obsessed with this scent, I can wear it all the time. Like, it doesn't matter, dressed up, dressed down. I mean, as you can see, the proof, like, it is everything to me. It's a unisex scent, but to me, it doesn't lean feminine, it doesn't lean masculine. It's like straight down the middle. I feel like I can see it on a man, but like for me, like, I don't feel manly when I wear it. It's just so regal. Like, whenever I wear Clive Christian fragrances, I either feel sexy or rich, or sexy and rich. Like, that's the vibe of Clive Christian fragrances for me, y'all. The brand Clive Christian doesn't do super gourmandy, like sweet, you know, sickly sweet, like I want to eat myself type fragrances. They're very sophisticated, they're very classy, they're very like upper echelon type vibes. I love them so much. Like, I really haven't smelled a Clive Christian fragrance that I don't love. Like, I just love this brand. I resonate with the DNA, and they can do no wrong for me. And Crab Apple Blossom is everything. Like I said, easy reach. I wear it winter, spring, summer, and fall. It doesn't matter. This can be a signature scent for me. Like, if I had to choose a signature scent, this would be one of them. I also have a 20% discount code on So Avant-Garde with this fragrance and a lot of the other fragrances that's on the list. So just be sure to check the description box and also the comment section. Crab Apple Blossom, everything. Okay, so now we have my first Clive Christian fragrance ever, and that's 1872. This was a Christmas gift from Bae, and when I tell you, y'all, this is my boss chick fragrance. Whenever I want to feel like a boss, I want to feel like that alpha female. I don't want to smell frou-frou la la. Like, I'm not in that mood. I'm probably wearing a blazer, or, you know, I mean, I could be wearing a dress, but for the most part, I wear this fragrance when I'm wearing like a button-up shirt, a blazer, or something like that. Like, this is just giving me all the boss vibes. Like, it's fresh. It's not like a gourmandy, super sweet. Like, it's not like that. It's aromatic. I want to say it has like rosemaries and different aromatic spices. There's pineapple in this fragrance. There's blueberry in this fragrance. It is a masterpiece for me. This is the feminine version. There's two. There's the masculine and the feminine. Bae has a masculine, and I want to say it's one of his favorite fragrances because he wears this fragrance a lot. And this is a feminine one, but it's still not like a frou-frou la la feminine, like girly fragrance. So if you're that person, you probably won't like this because, like I said, it's different. It has the aromatics in it, the rosemary, the blueberry, the pineapple. So it is sweet, but the fruits aren't like dried fruits. They're not super sweet and juicy, but it's sweet enough that's gonna give this fragrance a little sweetness. You know what I mean? This is everything, y'all. I love it so much. If you're no stranger here, you already know how I feel about 1872 by Clive Christian. Definitely like an easy reach, one of my most worn fragrances. I wear it all year round. Okay, y'all, so next we have a Kayali fragrance. This is Yum Pistachio Gelato number 33, and I'm right here. I got this fragrance in April, whenever it was first released. Y'all, I love this from first sniff. I wasn't one of the people that got on the bandwagon after the fact. I was loving this from day one. This is a gorgeous fragrance, but I will say this. I loved it from day one, right? Yes, I did. But I'm obsessed with it now. It smells so much better. This is one of the fragrances that you just have to let it sit. Let it sit, let it marinate, y'all. This is so damn good. It's like a summer, like a spring summer fragrance. I don't wear it now like outside. I wear it in the house if I want to, or I'll just pop the top and smell it because it smells so good, or I'll layer with this fragrance. So in this fragrance, we have pistachio gelato, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallows, and cotton candy. Definitely a slow burner for the brand because I feel like everybody hated this fragrance when it first came out because people was expecting like a very warm, like gourmand, you know, toasted pistachio cake or something. I have no idea, but this is giving like pistachio gelato. Like, it's giving like cold, it's giving ice cream, it's giving, that's what it's giving. Like, it's giving what the name says. It even smells like powdery to me. It smells aldehydic to me. It's just addictive, y'all. I love it so much, and I have like I want to say a lifetime supply of this. Okay guys, so next up we have another MFK fragrance that I run to the ground, and it's Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK. I love this fragrance. It's the most unique, but still easy, still sexy, but still unassuming. It's just everything wrapped up into one. I can see me wearing this like dressed up like to the nines, like in a gown. It smells like that, but you can also wear it to bed like with some pajamas on. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those easy fragrances. Whenever I want to smell it, oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. This is the gold. They have the silver, which has the exact same notes. Silver is very, very masculine. I don't wear silver at all. Faye does, and it smells amazing on him. But for me, it is all about the gold. She is so sexy. I'm definitely gonna get another one, but I'm waiting until like the spring, maybe like around Mother's Day. There should be like a Mother's Day sale, maybe like 15 or 20% off or something like that. That's when I'm gonna get it. I love it so much. Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK. I have another bedtime favorite, and this is the only place that I wear this fragrance is to bed, and it's by Philosophy. It's the Fresh Cream and Warm Cashmere fragrance. It's another easy reach like bedtime vanilla fragrance. Is there any it smells like there's caramel or something in this fragrance. I don't think, oh yeah, I have the notes. Okay, so in Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere, we have tangerine, we have cashmere wood, orchid, vanilla, creamy sandalwood, and musk. When I tell you it smells like there's like a boatload of caramel in this fragrance, it smells like dulce de leche is in this fragrance. It smells so freaking edible. And what are the edible notes? Just tangerine, but there's no like sweet dessert notes in this fragrance. Y'all, it is so good. This is like a masterpiece. Like, it's a secret masterpiece. A lot of people don't talk about it. It's so affordable. Okay, I want to say I paid $40 for this, and that's like at regular price. You can get it on sale at Ulta. I want to say Macy's. I'm not sure, because I think sometimes like Fresh Cream is at Macy's, and maybe Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere is like exclusive to Ulta. I'm not sure. But either way, it's affordable, it's comforting, it's cozy. If you love vanilla, you'll love this fragrance. It's not going to last on your skin for like 10-12 hours. You know, and I don't mind that, but when I smell it, I just love how it smells. I'll overspray in the house. I don't care. I'll spray again right before I get into the bed. Like, I'll take my shower in the evening, and then, you know, I'll spray, watch TV, eat dinner, whatever. And then when it's time to go to bed, I'll come back in here and spray down again, and then go to bed and just like live in my scent bubble. And it just smells so, so good. Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere by Philosophy. Definitely one of my favorite, most worn fragrances. All right, y'all. So the next fragrance on the list that's on its way out the door, on the last leg, is Oriana by Parfum de Marly. I bought this bottle, but I also have a backup bottle that I got from the fragrance group, because this is sold on soavantgarde.com. So if you want, you can save 20% on this one too. Now, I have so many Tiziana Terenzi fragrances and so many Montal and other fragrances in my collection that are less than half, that's on the way out the door, like my Tibet. Like, I can hear it like in there, like shaking just a little bit, because that is how much I've used that fragrance. But you can't see through those bottles. So to keep it fair, I wanted to show y'all bottles that you can actually see through, so you can actually see, okay, yeah, she wears these fragrances. This one, like, I can see it, but now that I'm looking on here, I feel like you guys can't see it. Let me see if I could try to. No, you guys can't see it, but I'm holding it up to the light so I can see it, and it's right here. Y'all, I'm obsessed with this fragrance. This is so good. Y'all know I love this scent profile, the whole marshmallow, love don't be shy type vibe. But this has that bright tangerine. This has raspberry, so it's a little different, but it's still giving you that vibe, but it still smells different enough to own it, because I purchased this with my own coins. If it was too similar, I wouldn't have got it, but y'all, I love it so much. To be honest with you, the scent of this, I prefer it over the original Love Don't Be Shy, the one in the black bottle that I have, because there's something with that fragrance. I feel like that fragrance has more marshmallows, and it's something else with that fragrance. So I love it. Y'all already know that I love it, but I have to be in the mood for it. even though that one is like on its way out because I've had it for so long. But I'm trying, you know, to hold on to it because it was in the black bottle, you know, whatever. But this one right here is just easier for me to wear because although it's super sweet, it doesn't have that cloying nature to it. I guess that's what I mean to say. The original Love Don't Be Shy in the black bottle, for me, I have to be in the mood because it can feel like cloying, like too sweet, if that makes any sense. This is super sweet, but it has that freshness in it from the tangerine. It has a little tartness in it from the raspberry. So although it has like marshmallows and it's sweet and it's giving you that, you know, that sweet dessert vibe, the tangerine, like the citruses and that tartness from the raspberry, just cuts through all that sweetness, so it doesn't make it cloying, but it's still sweet. Very feminine, very frou-frou la. I love it so much. I have a backup bottle. I actually have 2 backup bottles of this. They were both sent to me, so I'm very happy about that because I always want this in my collection. Oriana by Parfums de Marly. Okay, so speaking of Love Don't Be Shy, now we have Love Don't Be Shy Extreme. Now, if y'all could just peek through the little corners right here, you can see the fragrance is almost done. It's right there. This, y'all, is another like backup bottle worthy. I always want to smell this. Like, it smells so good. Now, it kind of smells like Oriana a little bit, but this one has rose. So if you love rose with the sense of like marshmallows and that sweet Love Don't Be Shy type of smell, you'll love this. This is so good. Another one that's like so easy to reach for me, easy to wear, dress it up, dress it down. It smells so good. It's really sweet, but it's not cloying. I love. The next fragrance on the list is by BDK and it's Passé Soir. This is like a controversial fragrance in the fragrance community. I feel like it has like a cult following. Like, if you love Passé Soir, you absolutely love it. And if you don't, you just don't. Like, there's no in between with this fragrance. But I'm obsessed, okay? I love it so much. Now, I also have the Extrait. And it's funny because the Extrait smells just like this, but it's much more powerful. It is a beast mode version of this. So I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Although I love the Extrait because I do like the strong, powerful nature of that fragrance, I prefer this one. If I had to choose, I'm gonna choose this one, y'all. This one just smells sweet. It's so unique. It smells tropical, but then it smells like fall. It smells like apples. It smells like ginger. There's like exotic fruits in this fragrance. This is so gorgeous, y'all. Like, when I smell it, it brings back so many memories. I took this to Bali. I was wearing this in Bali on vacation in a tropical country. I wear this in the fall. Pumpkin patch vibes. Like, it's just a versatile fragrance and I love it so much. It lasts on my skin. It's easy to reach, easy to wear. Like, it's just a beautiful fragrance. Passé Soir by BDK. Next up by Tiffany, we have Tiffany Intense. Y'all, people don't talk about this fragrance enough. Y'all know what this fragrance reminds me of, and I think I said it to you before. It reminds me of the sweet candied version of Oud Satin Mood by MFK. Obviously, MFK's Oud Satin Mood is a powerful fragrance. It's like a rose and oud fragrance. It's more on the unisex side. I love it now, but at first, I mean, I've always loved how it smelled, but I didn't love it on me. But now I do love it on me. But this is like a candied version of that. So imagine Oud Satin Mood turned into a candy. That is what this smells like to me. This, oh my goodness, it is so good, y'all. It's so good. People don't talk about this fragrance. It's one of my favorite fragrances. I'm not going to say it's a for life fragrance, but I'm definitely glad I have it. Will I repurchase it? I'm not sure. Maybe one day, but I'm not in a rush to repurchase it. But I love wearing it. I love wearing it in the house, running errands. This is like a brunch fragrance for when it, you know, in the springtime. You can wear it to brunch. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Layer it with Oud Satin Mood and get your whole entire life. Layer it with Lancome's Oud Bouquet and get your whole entire life. If you have this and you have those two fragrances, do that layering combination, y'all, and let me know what you think. because it is everything, I'm telling y'all. So Tiffany Intense by Tiffany, definitely one of my most worn favorite fragrances. Next up by YSL, we have Libre Le Parfum. The only reason why I have this little bottle is because every time I buy something, I'm like, let me get the small bottle because I have so many fragrances. And then I get the small bottle, I run through it, and then I want a big bottle. And then when I get the big bottle, it's like, you know, it kind of just sits there. So once this is done, I'm going to get another small bottle, because I feel like it's easier for me to go through the small bottles than the large bottles. But y'all, this is everything. It's ginger, it's orange blossom, it's lavender. This one has saffron, this one has honey. It is so sexy. It is so sexy. It's definitely the best YSL Libre flanker to me. I feel like when YSL says Le Parfum, just get it. Just go ahead and get it, because it's going to be dope, okay? Because Libre Le Parfum is everything, and the Black Opium Le Parfum is everything. This is definitely one of my favorite easy reach fragrances. You can dress it up, dress it down. Do you guys notice a trend with the easy reach fragrances? They're basically like signature scents. You can wear them all year round for the most part. You can dress them up, you can dress them down. And these are the fragrances that I put the most dents in, because sometimes I don't want to think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have other things on my mind, but I'm definitely going to smell good. I'm definitely going to spray something, but I don't want to have to think of a combination. And, you know, like, I don't do that all the time. So on those days, which I have a lot of those days because life be lifing, I'm reaching for something like this, like one of these fragrances, because I know I'm going to smell good. I know it's going to do me right, and I don't have to think. So Libre Le Parfum, definitely a favorite easy reach. Okay, y'all, so the last fragrance on the list is by Creed, and this is Wind Flowers. It's one of those fragrances that I can just reach for. It's an easy reach. Like, I love it so much. It's floral, but then it has like a little bit of gourmandness to it. It has brown sugar, it has praline, it has orange blossom. This fragrance is so gorgeous. I feel like I suggested it to a lot of people and they either love it or hate it. So definitely get your nose on it. It's feminine, it's frou-frou-la-la, but it still has a lot of depth to it, in my opinion. It's highly complimented. Bae loves this fragrance on me. He actually bought this fragrance for me at Neiman Marcus. It is amazing, but you can save 20% on soavantgarde.com using my discount code TheGreat20 and save you some coins on this fragrance, because it is pricey. But it's one of my favorites, y'all. So Wind Flowers by Creed. All right, guys, we've made it to the end of the video. Leave it in the comments below and let me know some of your favorite easy reach, most worn fragrances in your collection. Let's talk about it below like we always do. Remember, guys, to stay safe, be great, stay great, and always strive for greatness. AI the Great signing out, but I'll see you in my next video. Peace.